Alright, hello guys, and today going over what we got from the Apocrypha Chapter 7 stream, even though none of it is in the game yet. So yeah, Apocrypha Chapter 7 is huge. We'll be getting a free character, tons of banners, like overtime of course. And there's of course the new characters, and of course we get tons of gems, and soon we'll figure out when, when Apocrypha starts. Well, actually, when Apocrypha starts is when this episode on Eta banner ends, that's pretty much when Apocrypha Chapter 7 starts. So, we have under like less than 2 weeks, but still, it feels like it will take honestly forever. I can't wait, because that's kind of stuff we get. We get a free character. Of course, we got info about the new units. We also got some free tickets to summon on Apocrypha banner. And of course, we got the after party, which will be pretty much when these anniversary event units leave. Then the after party will start, where we can get 10. We'll get a free emote to someone for those new event Apocrypha characters. And of course, we'll get more about the story when the event drops, which I believe will have the same day limited. So yeah. Also, I can't lie, Epsilon sure is getting out of love, I have to say. Devs did this last year as well, where they dropped an Epsilon unit, and they dropped an SF Epsilon, and then right after they dropped an Event Epsilon right after. So like last year it was Demon Epsilon into the Hatsune Miku collab Epsilon, and now it's the SF Epsilon Eta into Apocrypha Epsilon. Now it's kind of crazy since we're exiting the half anniversary, so like everybody is broke. So yeah. But in my opinion, I just can't wait, bro. I'm already wait. I already want the ISF to go away because I already got them. I'm looking for 7 is gonna be peak. Like, I need to see that demon alpha, bro. But I'm not too sure if chapter 7 is indeed the final chapter. Because maybe there could be a chapter 8. But it's more than likely that chapter 7 is indeed the final chapter of Apocrypha. Where we'll see Freya transform into a demon, Alpha transform into a demon, and see how they handle with Demon Rose. Considering that now Victoria, Gamma, and Lily are all dead, and seems that you can't really go back in time to rewind the deaths anymore. So yeah, pretty tough scenario. We'll be interested to see how they deal with it. That was fight in chapter 7. So to start off, here's the new Victoria. Merciful Judge. She's a red support that. So she's like the support to help the new Epsilon Eta form an SP team. To allow them to use their hint technique more than once. As you can see here, this Victoria will recover SP of red attribute else. There's just a translation error white saying that, but this is just red element else. So like the new Epsilon, yeah, characters like those. And she'll also buff you according to a number of Hellfire. But it's pretty much, it's kind of crazy that it was what Oliver that introduced the Hellfire mechanic, and it's Victoria the one that's getting it every time. I mean, this does work. I mean, in the same way, Demon Victoria also did the same thing. So, but Demon Victoria did it on combo, meanwhile, this Victoria gonna do it on ult. So yeah, let's see how good she'll be, but I believe she'll be pretty good. And here as well, we're getting a free character, as you can see from the Select Apocrypha chapter ticket. And of course, free 7 multis for a gacha banner. As you can see the different Apocrypha images here from various chapters that I did when I was recapping. And it's pretty much these tickets here. You can use them on this banner. So you can see, as you can see here, as Apocrypha Alpha, Beta, Olivier, Apocrypha Alexia, Apocrypha Zeta, and some others. Though the main ones you'd want is Alpha, of course, Olivier, Beta, Alexia, and maybe Zeta. It's not every character on here that's good. Just like Alpha, Oliver better, and like actually that could work. Not only that, but there's this as well. So when you summon on the banners, oh yeah, with 7 multis, you get an extra 10. Well, with 7 multis, you get an extra free pull that you can use to acquire the next character, which will be interesting. So I guess that means if you do 7 multis on Victoria, you could be able to get that extra multi for Epsilon, since Victoria will be the first one dropping. So yeah, and we should get a free multi for Victoria as well, due to the post-anniversary thing. No, after party for the 3.5 anniversary. That's that as well. So that would mean that if you are planning to summon, you at least need to do like 6 more multis to get a free multi for Epsilon. Also, within the 3rd week of the Apocrypha event, there'll be this rerun banner as well. Red attribute special catcher, as you can see, as Reiki Shadow, who is still pretty overpowered because of his chrono burst, as well as stacking parry on himself. And of course, he gives tons of buffs as well. And of course, Demon Claire, which is also pretty good. It's pretty broken, and of course, pretty cool as well. And just like the current Bunny Alpha rerun banner, we're getting the same thing again, but for the next event with Swimsuit Etta and Swimsuit Victoria, as well as you can also, at 100 multis, you can exchange for 2 for someone else. Of course, there'll probably be more options for the 100 point exchange, but for 50 points, you get either Etta or Victoria. Though I'm not too sure this banner is worth something on. At least Victoria is sexy though. Swimsuit Victoria. So probably have a Mitsukoshi branch where we can exchange for one of the free characters. And of course, just like how we have the Bunny Alpha Inquiry run here, you'll be able to exchange for one of those same Encore event characters. It's pretty much the same thing. It would be interesting to see if this is how event reruns are going forward. So yeah, that swimsuit Etta thing I showed you with Victoria, well, it's the same thing here with Bunny Alpha and your team. So you have to select 2 characters to feature. As you can see for the Bunny one, it depends on the element. And of course at 30 multis, you get a ticket that guarantees 1, and 100 multis, you get a ticket to exchange for any one character in here. So yeah, well, I'm not really too sure about which characters are free. Maybe they'll give out a demon for free. But if it's really just only the event characters you saw on the banner, but then your best choices like the Apocrypha Alpha here. Luckily for me, I already have her, so I can choose someone else. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this video. Maybe another video I'll cover something else related to next event. But see ya later. Next event, of course, is Apocrypha Chapter 7 with Apocrypha Victoria and Apocrypha Epsilon. Can't wait for my elf to turn into a demon.